You're gone dead. There we go. If you defeat him, turn to 50. That's what we shall do. The slain creature crashes to the ground. You go through his garments and find nothing, but a small pouch hangs around its neck. Inside this pouch is a bronze key, with the number 9 cast into it. Yes. You may take this if you wish. Nothing else is of value in this cavern, so you leave and head back to the junction. He has treasure. I like it. Key. Is the bronze key? Yeah, bronze key number 9. There we go. Shape changes. And then here, let's go copy this one because we literally have the same one with one number less. And 9. There we go. Nice. So, as we go onwards, go to 269. La 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 la. 70. 269. You arrive back at the junction and turn westward. Turn to 225. Very well. Don't even get a choice. Stupid ass game. Maybe I just want to go back. 225. Where are you? There we go. The passageway continues westward and then turns due north. Some way up, you reach a junction where a narrow passage runs off to the west. Will you continue northwards, turn to 77, or take the west way? Stony, north or west? You tell me. As I continue drawing. So I think it's probably something along the lines of this. North! North it shall be. I get a distinct feeling that you like to go north. Very well. If you want to go north, we turn to 77. Wonk. 77 leaves us. Several meters up the passageway, you arrive at a junction where you may turn either west or east. Set in the rock on the northern wall is a small recess where you may rest and eat provisions without being seen. If you wish to take provisions here, do so. Afterwards, you may set up either eastwards or westwards. Sony, east or west? What is your preferred method of action? I would like to know. So let's see, you go like that, and you go like that, and then there's a like that, and we also, as they have been graciously providing us with a resting point, which is here, which, you know, let's take it. Let's max out HP again. There we go. We're at 20. Proficients are at 8. I have more than enough proficients left. So now we go east. Interesting. Turn eastward. Turn to 345. 45. Whoop. You follow the passage eastward for several meters, then it turns to the north. Shortly, you reach another junction where you may either go straight on, turn to 381, or you may turn right into an eastwards passage that turns north. So I think what I'll need to have to do here is grab you, put you all a bit to the side, because I don't have enough room otherwise. There we go. Throw you out. Throw you out. And then let's have a look. Follow back eastward for several meters and it turns north. So we could make that. Yeah. Turns north. Ooh. like that. And then we get to choose to either go east and north or north and north. So let's do it like that. East and north. Or north and north. Like that. There we go. So Stony, have you been thinking about what you want? You want to go north or east and north? Which is obviously a massive difference. But who knows what you find if you go east and north instead of just north. East, north, cool. Turn to 311. 311, where are you? 310, 311. The passageway ends in a door at which you listen but hear nothing. Trying the handle, you find the door opens to reveal a large square room. The room is completely bare, but the floor is covered in a mosaic of tiles. Two shapes stand out on the floor: star-shaped tiles and hand-shaped tiles. A door on the opposite wall is the only way through. Will you walk across the room to the door, walk across the room stepping only on stars, or will you walk across the room stepping only on hands? Well, Stony, this is your moment to shine. Will you kill me or will you help me? Hands, stars, or say fuck all. Those are your options. And while we're at it, how about I show you what the room looks like? There you go. A little room filled with hands and stars. This is probably one of those rooms where we should have found some clue somewhere else, but now we haven't, so we're kind of fucked here. So let's just hope we choose the right way or something, because there's literally nothing to go on. By the way, Wolfie, are you still here? Oh, you're busy playing Warframe, I see. I see. Ignoring me as per usual, Oh well. So Stony, have you made a... Stony, your options are, as is written down here, walk across the room to the door, walk across the room stepping only on the stars mosaic tiles, or walking across the room stepping only on the hands. Which would you rather step on? Or indeed your other option is just to say, fuck it all! And just go straight through and be like, I don't care. I'm gonna die anyway. Hands? Hands it shall be. 108 we turn to see what horrible fate befalls us. The moment your foot touches a hand tile, you feel a vice-like grip on your ankle and look down to see ghostly white hand gripping your leg. You fight for your balance and manage to regain it, but to your horror you see that from every hand-shaped tile in the floor, a similar apparition has appeared, and the floor across to the door is now scattered with ghoulish hands. Flexing and snatching in the air, you draw your sword and chop at the hand. Resolve this battle. Hand has a skill of 6 and a stamina of 4. See what kind of trouble you're getting me into again, Stony. I really feel like like you're a bad influence here. Luckily, it can barely hit me. 5 plus 6, not enough, so that's 2 less. It isn't 2 now. And 4 and 5 is 9 plus 6, so we were at 15. So if I roll higher than 15, which I did, so it's dead. Very well. If you win, turn to 185. In the meantime, I think I'll have to start drawing this shit out. We're on 185, but we are at the room. Polygon. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong side here. Polygon line. No. I can just do it like this, yeah. And like that. And then turn you to brown and make you large. And just do this. And this. And then grab my handy then little icons. Grab them up a little bit. And use the trap one. So, room with hand and star tiles. Hand tiles make ghoulish hands appear. There we go. So now we got that sorted. We got to the other side of the room. Yay! 185. The hand withers and shrinks back into the floor. At the same time, the other hands stop dead and slowly fade away downwards into the tiles. You decide this time to step on the star-shaped tiles and step carefully across the door. In the northern wall. The door opens and adds 2 lock points. Still at max. Turn to 162. Very well. Wonk. The passage ahead runs northwards and you follow this until you reach another junction. Here you may either continue northwards or you may turn westwards. Very well. Polygon line. Oh, no, I don't want you extra large. That's way too big for me. You go like that, you go like that, and you go like that. Stony! If I get your attention, you may go north. Like that. North! Or... was it? God damn it. Northward or... oh, westward. North or west. And I drew it the wrong way. So I need to remove you. But in the meantime, you get to choose to go northwards or westwards. Let me know, please. There we go. Westwards. To the west we shall go. Westwards turns us to 69. Oh my. Stony, where are you leading us? 69. Some way along the passage, the corridor bends around to the north, and we'll follow it until you reach another junction. At this junction, you see an arrow cut into the rock, pointing to the north. You decide to try this direction. The corridor bends around to the north, find another junction. But where does the junction go? We don't know where the junction goes, damn it! Very well. So this, after some meters, God damn it, I did it on the wrong one again. Polygon line, it turns to the north. And then finds a junction and goes to the north. I don't know where the junction goes though. So I guess here's a junction and then we'll find out where the other side goes to. Turn to 244. The passage runs northwards, and ahead you can hear the splashing of an underground river. The air becomes cool and fresh. You soon reach a wide opening of a riverbank, with despair as you look across to see no way through to the other side. To the east, the river flows through a cave in the rock. You may either sit and rest to eat provisions, which I don't. Turn to 143 and continued by what seems to be the only way forward, jumping into the river, swimming downstream. Why does it tell me there's a junction if I can't choose to take the junction? Ah! Ack! So, the nice thing is that we know now is it will lead us over here. But yeah, I guess I'll get to remove you because, I don't know, weird junction and shit. Polygon line. Let's just put a little weird thing here. is there's junction with a carved arrow northwards, and then all of a sudden we get polygon line blue large. Oh nope, that's going wrong. Should actually make this extra large. La la. I'm great at art, guys. I'm super great at art. There we go. We made a river. So we could take provisions, but we don't need to. But maybe something else happens, since it leads you to a different thing. But hey, there's no reason to sit down and take provision, so I guess we'll just swim. 399, here we come. Let's see how horrible our death will be. 399. Almost there. There's just a lot here, okay? The current is strong and takes you swiftly downstream. You're washed out along through a narrow opening and out into a large cavern with banks on both sides. The current washes you onto the south bank, turn to 218. Yay, so we're back there. Whoop! We've returned once more, and we've basically just skipped past all of these rooms. Which is kind of stupid, because there's a lot of shit in there. Oh well. I guess we'll just have to live with it. Turn to 218. 200. 100. 200. 14, 15, 16. You're on the south bank of an underground river. Facing across this black depth, there appears to be a four ways of crossing. To your left, there's a rusted bell bearing the sign Ferry Service 2 gold pieces. Please ring. There's a small raft in front of you on the bank with a long stick resting beside it. You could punt across the river. A rickety old bridge crosses on the right. If you don't trust any of these, you may swim. Which will you choose? So, Stony, we've done this once before. There are 4 ways to cross this river. Either we get a ferry, which we did last time, which says costs 2 gold, but then when he's here, will ask us to pay 3 gold. Hey, Gage, welcome. Well, as you come in, how about you help us make a choice? We are in front of a dark river which just pushed us out into the southern bank. And our choices are, since we need to get over it, is to either try and swim through, where we know the current is pretty strong, try and take a rickety old bridge, which seems pretty dangerous, go into the small little raft. By the way, I can show the picture. Let me show the picture. It is here. See? So we have this rickety old bridge to the side. We can try and take that. We can try and swim, but the currents seem to be pretty strong. We can take this raft and this stick and try and just go onwards to the other side. Or we can ring the bell, ask for the ferryman to come over. Oh. God damn it. Stony, you were too quick. Sorry, Stony. Well, Stony, I wasn't planning on doing that to you. I was planning on doing that to the guy above you, but then suddenly... Sorry. Sorry. It was not intended. Don't be so quick next time, Stony. But yeah. But we can also... last time... I'm sorry, Stony. Last time, what we did is we rang the bell... which asked us to pay 2 gold for the ferryman. But then he came over and asked us to pay 3 gold. Which then turned into an argument where he changed into a were-rat, where we killed him. And then we just took his boat. Which also works, but then we need to kill him. To be fair, we are kind of strong today, though. So, that's something. So, Cage, how about you try and help us with this? Which do we want to take? The risky bridge, try and swim, punt across with a raft, or pay the 2 gold? To be fair, I have 26 gold. So that's something. Bridge, you say? Onwards towards the risky bridge. We shall go then. 209 will be our option. The timbers of the bridge are rotting and decayed from years of neglect. A single plank snaps under your foot. Roll 1 die. A roll of 6 ends you splashing into the river below. Turn to 158. A roll of 1 to 5 means you regain your footing. Turn to 47. Let's see. No 6, no 6. Cool, it's a 4. I'm fine. I regain my footing. Turn to 47. Where's 47? There's 47. In the middle of the river, the bridge swings to and fro, and as it strains to take your weight. The handrails come away suddenly as you lean on it. Roll 1 die. On a roll of 6, it sends you plunging into the river below. A roll of 1 to 5 means you regain your balance to go on. I think this is gonna happen more often, right? Another d6, there we go. I still regain my feeling. So go on. Go to 298. 298. Almost there. There we are. The bridge is slippery from the splashing of the water. At one point you slip on a tuft of wet moss covering the timbers. Roll 1 die. A roll of 6 means you slip into the bridge from the water below and start swimming for the nearest bank. Turn to 86. Any other roll is lucky. You manage to hold on and reach the northern bank. Once more then. 2. Good. I managed to get to the other side. That's nice. Let me go make a little note here. Is roll multiple d6s. On any 6 you fall off and need to swim. And this will be like, I don't know, like this. Sure. Cool. You did it good. We made it to the other side due to my luck. Let's turn to 7. Wonk. Because it wants me to go there. It's always weird to go completely to the beginning of the book. You are on the north bank of a fast-flowing river in a large underground cavern. Turn to 214. Couldn't you just have made a 214? God damn it. Wonk. 228, 203, there we go. 214. Facing northwards, the rock face is smooth and glistening with moisture. Moss of many different hues grow on the surface. There's an eerie silence punctuated only by the splashings of the river as it flows behind you. You have 3 options. A passage runs off to the northwest. If you take this route, turn to 271. A large timber door is directly in front of you in the middle of the rock face. If you open the door, turn to 104. Another passage runs out along the river eastward. To follow this along the river bank. So, as we can see here, we have some options. So we can follow along this path, which I don't know yet. Then we can go and try to go along that path, which I don't know yet. If we go upwards, we go into a little room where we get smashed on the face by a few zombies. Then we fight them. Then we find an old body with an armor shield, sword. That needs to be an S there. There we go. A sword, a crucifix, and gold. Then if we go through that room, we will find a vampire, which, since we don't have stakes this time, we cannot kill. And that vampire killed us last time. So, how about you guys choose? Where are we gonna go? Are we gonna go towards the zombies and the trap and the getting smashed in the face and then getting some shit and then finding the vampire, or are we gonna go one of the other 2 ways? Which way do you prefer? I want some more. Let's get some other music in here. This music is too tense for me. Yeah, it's better. That's some better music. I like this. The door isn't a mimic cage. I already told you what the door is. We just have 2 passageways. Which way do you want to go? Come on, Cage. Tell me. The door, passageway northwest, or the northeast, or the passageway east? Actually, northwest, so I did that one wrong. Let me go fix this. Because you are wrong. And so are you. Let me grab these and make you fix. There we go. And then we got to put you. Something along those lines. So, I'm sorry, do you want to go with the northwest then? Because there's northwest and along the river to the east. Those are the 2 options. I did a stupid. I just found out. And let's grab you, polygon line. Go with that color. Cool. Will be the river for now. As we continue back towards this, and we will go northwest. Very well. The passage runs up northwest. If you take this route, turn to 271.
A mighty adventure has joined our side.
Welcome, weary traveler, to our inn. It seems that you are an adventurer of large proportions. I welcome you, and I hope that you will have fun here at our tavern. Here we have drinks, we have games, we even have books that tell us what to do in very weird cryptic ways, which you're seeing. I hope you like your stay, and I hope you like your beer and coffee. Cheers, my friend. Cheers, my friend. I should make a cheers thing. I mean, you can actually use beer, whiskey, and coffee now in the chat, but thank you. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for joining. I hope you like your stay, and I hope you like your emotes. And since you just subbed, you will obviously get to choose the following 2 questions, which will come up in the book. Those are yours to choose what we are going to do. And while we're at it, how about I give you some more gold? Because you got the special thing. Gold. Add. Cage. 2210. 50. Whoop. There you go. Some free gold for spending gold. I guess. So, while we're at it, I'm going to lower this volume a bit, because I think it's a little bit too loud. And we had to go to... Shit. Which one did we need to go to again? Was it 267? I don't know if it's 267 anymore. You know, wait, I need to go back to 214. To check which way we're actually gonna go. 271, that's where we're gonna go. 271. Where art thou? There we go. The short passage begins to narrow and ends a few meters ahead at a doorway. If we wish to go through the door, turn to 336. If you decide against this direction and go back to the river, turn to 214. So, how about you choose, if you wish, to go over there. In the meantime, I'll take a look if I can do something for you here. So, right now, I could change a certain specific thing so that every... There is a door in front of you. Do you want to open the door? Or do you want to go back to the river? That's the question. I'm gonna look into trying to give you a certain title of Mimic. Problem is if I give you the title of Mimic, then all the subs will get that title of Mimic. So we'll see. To us, you will at least be known as the Mimic. And you know what? In the tavern, I will, let's see. Tavern, change nickname. You are now Cage. M. Goddammit. I-M-I-C. There you go. So in the tavern at least, you already have the title of Mimic. So I guess we'll go for the door then. Let's see. If you wish to go through the door, turn to 336. And 336, what's gonna happen? You're in a small, foul-smelling room. You notice two doors, one to the west and one behind you to the south. The furniture in the room is sparse and has been made mostly from bits of old boats. There appears to be nothing of value in the room, but a bunch of keys hang on the wall. An old man in ragged clothes is slumped asleep on a bench, made from half a rowing boat, snoring loudly. Next to him is a vicious-looking brown dog with red eyes and black teeth, whom you have awakened and who is now eyeing you suspiciously. A deep growl is coming from its throat. You may tiptoe and exit through the south door. Bang on the door behind you and cough a few ahams to wake up the old man. Or leap across the room with a sword drawn to cut down the dog. Cage, you had two choices to make. You made one. Here's your second. This is all you, buddy. What are we gonna do? Here's, I got an image for you, by the way. Here's what's in front of you. That's the dog. Very well, we shall wake this guy up and see what happens. 172. The old man's eyes flutter open. He sees you and grabs for a half-orc lying by the bench. You tell him you mean him no harm, but he remains on guard and eyes you cautiously. Although he looks harmless enough, his dog could be dangerous. The man's boots are undone. Will you rush the dog with your weapons drawn? Ask the man questions regarding your quest? Or will you tell him his boots are undone? Stony, do you have any idea what you want to do here? If you are paying attention to begin with. I am not ending Xylo. At least not for another 20 or 25 minutes. And welcome, Xylo. Since you are in, how about I retell this thing and ask you what you want to do? Xylo, the old man's eyes flutter open. He sees you and grabs for a half an oar lying by his bench. You tell him you mean him no harm, but he remains on guard and eyes you cautiously. Although he looks harmless enough, his dog could be dangerous. The man's boots are undone. Will you either rush the dog with your weapons drawn, ask the man questions regarding your quest, or tell him his boots are undone? Tell me, Xylo, which one of these three do you think is most interesting? In the meantime, while you're thinking about that, how about I draw this little shit out? Oh, that is way too large. Give me a regular one. There we go. And you start over there. There we go. And then this turns into a room which had a door westwards. So let's see. It's a room with a door westwards. You go over there. I think this would be a nice room size. There we go. So what do you think, Xylo? Which one of these three options would you like to see happen? Very well, we will go for the boots. Give me a second to bring these upwards. There we go. So we have something to work with. So, we tell him that his boots are undone. Turn to 165. The old man thanks you and rather sheepishly ties up his boots. You explain that you mean no harm and he calms down, calling off his dog. He tells you that this area is the only passageway through to the inner chambers. Some years ago, the river swelled after a particular severe spring thaw and cut off supplies from the outside world. All the area's inhabitants starved to death, but the master, realizing he needed defenses against the outside world, put a curse on the area. The last remaining creatures became the undead, and now guard the passageway through. Cheers, my friend! And Xylo, you can now, if you were to wish to, use those golden points, those golden pieces you've been getting through the adventure here in the channel, to buy a beer, a coffee, or a whiskey. All you need to do is type exclamation mark, and then either beer, coffee, or whiskey at the end. They will only cost you 5, 10, or 25 gold, according to what the same standards will be if you sub. He starts to inquire about you. Will you either be straight with him and tell him of your quest, thank him for the chat and leave through the southern door, or try to grab the keys and go for the nearest door? So, what is going on here is what I do know is there's apparently a boathouse, and the key to that boathouse is guarded by this person. The key guard is what I will call him. Wait, no, I can just as well call him the man with the dog. The man with the dog guarding the key. Something along those lines. So the key over here could be important for a boathouse. I don't know where the boathouse is though, because I haven't seen that one yet. But apparently that is a thing, because we've got that hint before. So, Muffin, since now you're also in here, how about you tell me the answer to his question? Will we be straight with him and tell him of our quest? Do we thank him for the chat and leave through the southern door? Or do we try and grab the keys and go for the nearest door? These are our options, Muffin. Let me know what you prefer. In the meantime, let me craft some doors. Oh my. 1 and 2. Because sadly, according to how this game works, we only get to choose one. So we shall tell him about our glorious quest. Very well! We turn to 141. When the old man learns of your quest for treasure, he becomes angry and bids you begone. You'll have nothing to do with fortune hunters. His dog senses his anger and snarls menacingly. You may either smile, thank him, and exit through the southern door, turn to 66. Or you may try to stay and try and pacify him, turn to 111. Anyone may answer. The first one who answers is what I will do. Pacify him, or move away from here. Which one of the two is it gonna be? Pacify it is, even though that's not how you write it. Turn to 111. We shall see what we can do. He will not be pacified. As you shift uneasily around the room, he shouts a word at the dog. Turn to 249. Jesus! You're a stupid ass guy. I'm just trying to be nice, and he just starts attacking me. Is this his problem? I'm super strong. 249 we shall go then. Let's see how quickly we kill this motherfucker, because I'm OP as fuck because of my stats. Let's see. The dog springs as you move. Its hideous black teeth are coming straight for your throat. 2 meters from you, a blast of fire shoots from its mouth straight at your face. You duck just in time, but now you must fight the beast. The dog, skill of 7, stamina of 6. In addition to its normal attack, throw 1 die every attack round for its fiery breath. On a roll of 1 or 2, it scorches you for 1 point of damage. Subtract it from your stamina. When a roll of 3 to 6, you avoid the blast. You may either use your luck against the fire. The only escape open is through the south door. The old man watches the fight, but does not move unless you kill his dog. If you kill the dog, you may escape through the south door, turn to 66, but you will not have time to take anything with you. If you wish to stay, turn to 304 and add 1 luck point anyway. So how about we go fight that dog? Let's see. The dog has a skill of 7, and he has a stamina of 6. So time for some combat here, boys. Let's see how badly this dog treats me. So he attacks me with a 7. That is 6 plus 7, so we are here at 13. So unless I roll snake eyes, I'm fine. Which I don't. Cool. So that lowers 2 of his HP because I deal a wound. But I also need to roll 1d6 to see if it deals me a wound. Nope, I'm fine. I just get out of the way to fire. Let's try that again. He rolls 10 plus 7 is 17. I roll 15. Damn it. So he wounds me. The song that just came up, the beginning, I used for one of my alerts. So the moment that song came, I was like, what happened? Oh, nothing happened. It's just the song. Never mind. Shit. Oops. So he dealt me a wound. I'm gonna see if the fire hits me. Which it does. So I'm going to roll luck to see if I can... I'm going to roll luck to see if I can guard against it. So I need to get a 9 or lower for this. Which I do, luckily. Thankful. 8. But I do not gain the damage. Fuck you, fireball. Another attack. Let's see what happens. Hello? There we go. He rolls 7, so he's a 14. And I roll way higher. It is fine. He gains 2 damage. No. Last time I had 11 luck. 11 skill. That is what broke him, guys. 11 skill just makes sure that barely any fight is ever dangerous. Another d6 for the fire. Which I avoid. Nice. It attacks me again. Obviously I'm Dundurf 1 Muffin. Nothing can kill me as Dundurf 1. Unless you play Dundurf 1 and then you kill him before me. For anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about D&D characters. Let's see, he has 8 plus 7, so that's 15. And I roll a measly 20. It is dead. So, since I killed it, I get to take 1 more luck, so I'm back to 9. Yay. If you kill the dog, you may escape through the southern door. But you will not have enough time to take anything with you. If you wish to stay, turn to 304. Pathfinder D&D, it's the same thing anyway. Pathfinder is just D&D 3.5 plus anyway. So, Xylo, how about you let me know if we're gonna stay and see whatever this old man will do, or if we're gonna run out and take nothing with us except our own shit. It's up to you, Xylo. Let me know. But Pathfinder in the end is still D&D 3.5 plus. It's still just D&D. You can say whatever you want, but it's literally what it is. I'm not asking you, Cage. I'm asking Xylo. Xylo, where the fuck are you? Give me an answer. I need it. Now. Oh well. I think we might as well just finish the job anyway, since we already killed this dog. But it's up to you, Xylo. What do you mean, get banned soon? I ain't planning on banning you anytime soon. So for the old man we shall go. 304 is our new quest. The old man is furious at your killing his dog. His eyes turn white with anger. He slowly rises from his seat. And as he stands, he appears to gain in size and stature. He is changing in front of you. He sprouts hair on his face and his forearms. His nose lengthens and becomes dog-like. His teeth are pointed. He is a werewolf, and he advances towards you. You can escape only through the door behind you to the south. Otherwise, you must find him. The werewolf has a skill of 8 and a stamina of 8. If you defeat him, turn to 203. Fuck that shit! I'm fighting this werewolf! 8 and 8. I can still handle that. That's fine. Oh. I did it wrong. 8. And 8. And 8. And 8. There we go. I can see the message on the Discord, yeah. So it is werewolf fighting time. Let's see how well we do here. At least this time, we don't need to roll the d6s to try and stay away from the fucking fire. It's gonna be way easier. Let's see. He rolls high. So he's 19. Okay. Cool. I have 18. Shit. He hits me. Very well. I am on 16 HP now. He has 4 plus 8 is 12. So he literally cannot hit me. I will roll luck to see if I can deal double damage. That is 10. No, I can't. I will deal half damage. Fun. Fucking hell. How can I never roll luck when I need it? Ugh. He rolls 6 plus 8 is 14. I roll 6 plus 11, so that's 17. He takes 2 damage. I'm not even gonna try the goddamn luck anymore. I don't like it. And then he rolls 8, so that's 19. And I roll 9. So I'm on 20. I don't have to reduce my luck. I got unlucky. I only have to reduce my luck when I get lucky. Damn it. So I beat him again. This time he's at 3. He rolls 4. I roll 6, so I'm high already anyway. You know what? I'll try luck again. Because if I get them, then he's just insta. There we go. That's what I want. He is insta-gibbed. Sort of. Not that it's actually insta-gibbing, but sure. I just kill the werewolf! Ah! I'm kind of sad I didn't get to use my magnificent bow with my +1 silver arrow. But oh well. 203, let's see what happens to this old man. Add 1 point to your luck for defeating the werewolf. You may rest and eat provisions if you wish. As you look around the room, there appears to be of little use, although the bunch of keys look interesting. Particularly the one marked Boathouse. None are numbered. You may take the keys if you wish. There are doors to the west and south. If you open the west door, go to 38. If you want to go south, turn to 66. So, the first one who shouts whichever way they want to go, we'll do that. In the meantime, I'll be writing down a bunch of keys and key to the boathouse. I also get 1 luck back, so that's fun. I'm back at 9 again. So let's see, the first one said west, so we'll go to the west. And Kate, it doesn't work this way in these games. Basically, all the items I have here in equipment is literally just keys, basically. If there's a specific monster that the bow works against, then it will ask me if I want to use a different item, and then see if I have that item, basically. So let's see. Let's update our map a bit. Because we now know that there is a hellhound and a werewolf here. Werewolf. Werewolf. But we also know that in here is keys to the boathouse and rando keys. There we go. I don't know, Xylo. Why did you wake up at 5 a.m.? I mean, I'm fine with you. I like you being here. That's cool. But why did you wake up at 5 a.m.? That's just plain weird. I mean, I really appreciate you being here. That's awesome. But yeah, we went to the west. Let's see. To the west door, go to 38. See what happens. La 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 la. You open the door to find the werewolf's larder, a miscellaneous collection of bones and decaying meats. The smell is nauseating, although a jar of pickled eggs seems to offer fairly palatable food. If you wish to take these, there will be enough for 2 meals at 2 points to your provisions. Back in the room, you may now go out through the south door. Turn to 66. Provisions back at 10. You can say one thing, but in this whole time, I've basically only been gaining shit and never losing it. That's awesome, Xylo. I'd be interested in watching that. So let me pull it online. Boop, boop. No, I don't want you extra large. I want you regular. There you go. Doop, doop, doop. Grab you. 2 provisions. There we go. Now we go to 66. The door opens and you find yourself in a passage leading back to the riverbank. Return to the river and may now either go for the door in the middle of the rock face, turn to 104, or go down the passage running off eastwards along the riverbank, turn to 99. So, Xylo, since you went through all of this trouble to wake up at 5 a.m., still don't know why, but I will now leave you with the most horrible of things, which is responsibility. You got to take responsibility. Do we go upwards into this little room, which has, first of all, a trap where we'll get smashed in the face by a zombie, then wake up with less stamina, then have to fight for zombies, then once we get through it, we'll be in a room with a vampire, and after that we don't know, because we died there last time. Or do we take this path down following this river, where we don't know what happens? It is up to you, man. Do we take the river, or do we take the vampire? In the meantime, I am going to be very risky and try and take this all a bit to the left. Something like that should be fine, I think. There we go. Because for now it seems like we are going leftwards anyway. Come on, Xylo, it's up to you. Would you prefer to face injury, the zombies, and then the vampire, or mystery and darkness. And possibly a boathouse. Since we got the keys to that now. But don't think too hard. I don't want you to hurt yourself, Xylo. Let's be honest here. Xylo is actually a very, very smart person, okay? I'm making jokes. River time it is. Turn to 99. Where we get to see the next thing. The passageway runs eastward. Ahead of you, you can see that a solid-looking door blocks the passage. You step up to investigate. Turn to 383. Wonk. 383. Completing the end of the book about... Let's see. The sign above the door reads Boathouse. The door is firmly locked, but a small barred window allows you to look inside. You can see a number of skeleton men working on building a boat of some sort. Nice. They move in series of quick, jerky actions, rather insect-like. If you have the key clearly labeled Boathouse, turn to 80. If you want to try and break the door down, turn to 264. If you want to return to the riverbank and try another route, turn to 129. And, to make it all even better, I've got a picture for you! Ah! That's what you see. So I think the choice here is pretty obvious. I mean, we do have the key now, so how about we just go in with our key? Like we own the place. Because obviously, we own the place. Because we have the key now. So we own the place. Tell me, 80, what it is we desire. The key fits the lock and opens the door. You find yourself in a large boathouse. Various boats in different stages of construction are lying around. Apart from the door behind you, there's another one in the northern wall. As you enter, the skeletons stop their work and crane their bony necks around to look at you. They pick up planks of wood and hammers and advance towards you. There are 5 of them. Do you smile nervously and back out of the door into the passage? Tell them you've come about buying a boat. Tell them you're their new boss and order them back to work, or draw your sword and prepare for battle. Let's see. Is Muffin still here? If Muffin's still here, he may answer, otherwise Cage, it is your turn to answer once more. What will we do? Sorry, man. Sadly though, Cage, that's gonna be very hard, since I believe I am not a cleric. I do know a fire spell, but if I use it against anything but an evil dragon, I will burst into flames, so that seems kind of useless. Well, since I see no answers from Muffin, I believe we are the boss. Turn to 195. While we're at it, how about I actually draw this house out? That might be a smart option here. Honk. Oh. This line is stupid. I will remove it and redraw it. And we'll go to there. Cool. And then we have a large boathouse. And I think this is very large. There we go. And polygon line, door, and extra large, and there's a door over here. And there was a door to the north, right? God damn it. I lost it. I'll go back to 383 so I know what I'm doing. Just to be certain. Turn to 80. There we go. Key fits on door. Various buttons. That's another. Oh, and the northern wall, okay. So I say that is here. There's our door. That's all I care about. So we tell them we're the boss. 195. And I am most obviously the boss because I am the one taking the risk here. Come on. You take the responsibility, I take the risk. That's how it works. That's why you're the worker and I'm the boss. Which is obviously completely the other way around in normal life, but hey, that's something entirely different. This is a rather unlikely story, considering that they see very few humans around. Nevertheless, skeletons are pretty dim. You knew this, and that's why you tried the story. Roll 1 die. If you roll a 1 or 2, they don't believe you and keep on advancing. Turn to 140. A 3 or 4 means that they aren't sure and send 2 of the numbers off through the north door whilst the rest hold you at bay with their weapons. Turn to 164. A roll of 5 or 6 means they've believed you and I'll get back to work. Turn to 9 and add 2 luck points. Now I think what I'll be doing here is I'll be doing it a little bit different. Because I have these cool dice that are called fate dice. How about I roll one of those? Because they have a minus, a blank, and a plus. See that? You see that? I got a plus! Ha ha! I like these dice. And they like me, apparently. So let's see. Since I got a plus, which is basically a 5 or a 6, I turn to 9 and add 2 luck points. A luck point's already a max, so sure. Let's go to 9. Hunk. That's 10. Amazed at the success of your bluff, you decide to push your luck a little further. You can either examine the skeleton's tools or pretend you're looking for worksheets and look through the drawers of the various benches. If you choose the tools, turn to 34. If you search the drawers, turn to 322. You hear a noise from behind the northern door and you realize that you will have to hurry though. So, Stony, are you still listening? Because if you are, I'd like to see an answer from you. What do you think we should do? Because, let's be honest here, both of these options are kinda stupid. But the whole reason why we're here is kinda stupid as well. So Stony, you get to choose. We just recently managed to bluff our way through a bunch of skeletons that are making boats by telling them that we are their new boss and they believed us for some weird reason. So now, amazed at the success of our bluff, we decide to push our luck a little further. We can either examine the skeleton's tools or pretend that you're looking for worksheets and look through the drawers of the various benches. If you choose the tools, turn to 34. If you choose the drawers, turn to 322. We hear a noise behind the door though at the northern side, so we know that we need to hurry. Stony, what do we do? While we're listening to this very eerie and creepy music rumbling through. Yes, I'm waiting, Stony. It's gonna be. There are a bunch of skeletons. That are working on creating boats. We just now convinced them that we are their boss. So we can either ruffle through all the drawers and shit and see if we can find anything, or we can try and inspect their tools. However, we hear some noise coming from the northern door, so we know we need to hurry. That's it, Stony. What story do you mean, Zalo? Do you mean the whole adventuring automaton thing that I made way too long about the welcome. We check the tools. Very well. We turn to 34. And let's see what 34 will bring us. Looking through the tools, you come across a mallet with a hardwood head and a chisel with a solid silver blade. You may keep either of these if you are prepared to forfeit one of the items of equipment you are carrying. If you wish to do so, make the appropriate adjustment to your equipment list. The noise from the northern door gets louder and you move up to investigate. Turn to 96. So, at the moment we own a bunch of keys which we do not know what they're for. Technically we still own the key to the boathouse which you already opened up. Kinda, but maybe we needed to lock it if there's something dangerous. We have a Dragonfly spell which we cannot lose technically since we memorized it. We have Silky-Black gloves, which we don't know what to do. We have a magnificent bow with a 1 silver arrow, and we have cheese! Do we want to lose some of this shit and grab the mallet and chisel? Or would we prefer to go on without it? Tell me, Stony. This was your choice, so take responsibility. What do we do? I am waiting. Take the loot. Yeah, but we need... Stony, we need to remove loot first before we can take the loot. So what loot do we lose out of this little list here? Should we just remove the bunch of keys because they are unlabeled anyway? Is that it? We can't just always take loot. Sometimes we have to lose loot. That's how life works. Yeah, lose the sword and shield. That's gonna be a smart one. I will punch everything. Let's see. So we remove this and we take a mallet plus silver chisel. Did I write that right? Yeah, I did. Cool. So as we've done that, we will turn to 96 and see what happens over there. What is behind the door? The door opens in a short corridor about 50 meters long. There are 2 doors, one at each end. You now realize what this noise was. More skeletons, 4 of them, armed with swords, are running down the corridor towards you. They don't appear to have seen you, and you notice a slight recess in the walls, which might be used for a hiding place. You decide to try it. Turn to 374. A short corridor about 50 meters long. There are 2 doors, one at each end. Okay. So let's quickly... short corridor. No, wait. Wait. It's going wrong. It is going wrong. It's going wrong. Hey, I feel the evil. How are you doing? That's a short corridor. That's what I like. There we go. And then make a little bit of a door there. I just don't want to take too much place here. So we try and hide. We turn to 374. What's gonna happen? Oh my. I have no idea. 374. The skeletons do not notice you and disappear through the door into the boathouse. Breathing a sigh of relief, you press on to try the door at the north end of the passage. But before you go, you may eat some provisions and you may add 2 luck points for evading the skeletons. Turn to 207. Thank you, weary traveler, and welcome to our tavern. Here we have drinks, and we have fun. Most of all, we also have games, and we have some art shit, and we are very loud. I do hope you like your stay here. And while you're at it, why not join a quest? As one is just now starting. Oh, there. There's the chat. Thank you for being here. And everybody indeed, why not give our new friend, Feel the Evil, some cheers? Could be coffee, could be beer, could be whiskey, whatever you prefer. But how about you give him some love? In the meantime, I believe I needed to go to... What was it, 379? No. Oh, there we go. 374. I may eat some provisions, which I would like to. So I get back at 20. Thank you. My provisions are now at 9 again. Oh, god damn it. There we go. Cheers with energy drink. I'm sorry, Silo, but energy drink technically didn't exist yet. We do have potions, though, where you get a shitload of energy from, to say the least. Like potions of haste. Those will give you a shitload of energy. Full evil, I'm from the Netherlands. From a dinky, small little country that's in the more northern side of Europe. Let's see. Turn to 207. I shall do that. 200 and... Come on, where's 7? Going through the door, you enter a large room. Various bits of wooden debris are strewn untidily across the floor. Apart from your entrance door, there's also a door in the northern wall. In one corner is a crude wooden desk with a box on it. In another corner, apparently asleep or dead, is a hideous-looking man-sized creature with warty skin, wild hair and long claws or fingernails. While you tiptoe out through the northern door, turn to 83 or tiptoe across to the desk to look at the box. So feel the evil. Since you're new here, how about you take this choice from us? Do you think we need to play it safe and just get out of here? Or should we go for a little bit of danger and try and see what kind of loot we can gain from getting near this weird creature in its desk with some possible interesting loot? In the meantime, how about I draw that room, since that also needs to happen. I think this should be about right. There's supposed to be a door here at the northern side. And whoop. In the meantime, let me go grab these as well and bring them with me. Because in here is a little resting point. Oh. Let's copy you in. And in here, I should put this all in as well, is a bunch of skeletons working on making boats. It's actually, we know it's 5, right? Yeah. 5 skeletons working on making boats. There we go. Save the changes. And there is there's a mallet and a silver chisel. And there's possibly more, but we don't know that yet. There we go. And there is also a lock here. So we should put that in. Because this is a boathouse. It's a boathouse, it's a lock. There we go. So, did I miss anything? La la la. So much shit happens. I don't know! Xylo, I don't know how this works. I do win from him. I have won from him not too long ago, actually. But here, I will give you some coffee, man. Oh, he already did it. Never mind. There's already some coffee here. So let's see. Feel the evil. Did you answer? I cannot see an answer. Very well then, I shall make my own answer. I am way too curious. So I shall see what I can find. 154 we shall go and see what horrible creature this is. 154. As you move, the creature's eyes flash open. He sees you and slowly gets to his feet. His breathing becomes heavy and he stalks towards you. You must stand and fight him off. Turn to 41. He is a powerful adversary, a wight. He's large, strong, and evil. The battle commences. The wight has a skill of 9 and a stamina of 6. Good luck with your Pokemon adventures, Ilo. Thanks for hanging out. It's been fun. I will come lurk in your chat soon enough when I start eating soon. And for everybody else, here's your warning. After this fight, I will have to put a stop to it, since I will eat soon. And I can't keep on streaming while I'm eating. I'm very sorry. So, let's see. You fight with your sword after you've inflicted your first wound on him. After I've inflicted my first wound on him, turn to 310. Very well. See you later, Xylo. Thanks for hanging out, man. So he attacks me, which is 19. And I attack him, which is 15. So he hits me. Well, damn it. I'm at 18. Let's try that again. And I hope this time that I do actually hit him. So he has, let's see, he has 8, so he's 17. And I have 22. I think that will hit. Let's turn his stamina to 4 and then see what's happening. You fight with your sword. After you've inflicted your first wound on him, turn to 310. Let's see what kind of horrible thing is happening. 310. Do not leave me in such fret. Something's not quite right. You landed a fair blow on him, but he appears to not have noticed the wound. You deduce that this undead creature is not vulnerable to normal weapons. You may choose a new weapon, armed with this, or your old weapon. You may choose a new weapon, armed with this, or your old weapon, turn to 211. 211. Where are you? Feel evil. What I'm doing today is I'm playing a very old game called Fighting Fantasy, which is basically it's a series of books from 1982, which is a choose your own adventure book, where basically it has these small snippets of text with a number above them, and every time at the end of the piece of text it will tell you to either do something or gives you a choice. You have a little character sheet as well, which you can see up there in the far corner, with some stats of yours, and you can literally fight monsters, and you have to go through, create a map, and see what's happening. And at the end, you have one specific way that you can get through, and it's about the adventure to try and find how it all works out, and to see what the best way is to get through it. So in this one, number 1, Fighting Fantasy number 1, the Warlock of Firetop Mountain, our point is to try and find a treasure of the Warlock. For it, we know that we need 2 keys. We don't know what those keys are, what they look like, or whatever, but we need 2 keys. So the main point for us now is to just explore this place, get as much information as we can, and hopefully keep the keys with us to eventually at the end open the treasure box and take it with us. It is basically a very old game that I really like. I really like this series, and I do hope at least that my viewers like it as well. I've asked a few times, and so far they said they liked it, so that's what I'm doing. On other days you can find me just playing normal games, doing creative stuff, or being very nerdy in doing some game design, or creating overlays for people on Twitch, creating emoticons or badges, that kind of stuff. And on some days, special days, you can find me here playing Fighting Fantasy. Wights are vulnerable only to weapons made of solid silver. If the weapon you are using is not made of silver, have 1 more attack round. Remember that any wounds he inflicts on you will count, but your wounds will not harm him, and he will still be at full strength, skill 9, stamina 6, unless you have chosen a silver weapon. So let's put that 6 back. Muffin, maybe at some day I'll play Overwatch on stream, that's a possibility. If you have a silver weapon, you had better use it now and turn to 173. If you have not, or if you have suffered enough damage, you'd better run for the north door. Turn to 360. Remember that you are escaping here, and he inflicts a final wound as you flee. I have a silver arrow and a silver chisel. So there's 2 ways for me to attack. So in this case, I guess I'll just have infinite attacks since silver chisel. But yeah. So let's turn to 173 and see if I can finish off this combat. Hopefully. Silver weapons only will be effective here. When the creature inflicts its third wound upon you, turn to 24. If you defeat it before this happens, turn to 135. Or you may escape through the northern door. Turn to 360. If you can use the Giver of Sleep... Yes! I do have. If you are lucky, you hit it and the creature dies instantly. If you're unlucky, you miss. So the silver arrow is the Giver of Sleep. So that's what will be useful here. So let's first roll my luck. I'm glad it's still on maximum. Yes! Test of luck has worked. Because I needed 9 or less. So my luck goes down by 1. But it has worked. Yes! I defeated before that happened, so I turned to 135. And here it is. The white lies in a heap in the corner of the room. You approach his desk and open the box. There are 18 gold pieces within the box. You may take these with you. Enter them on your adventure sheet. You can add 2 luck points for defeating the creature, and you may rest a while to take some provisions. When you are ready, you may leave by the north door and turn to 360. So, let's add these 18 gold pieces. My 26 will now become 42. I'm rich. My luck goes back to 9 since I get some more luck points. I do have a feeling that my Giver of Sleep is now gone since it is used. So, used. In case it doesn't matter and I still have it, I'll just keep it here, but yeah. Just to be certain. There we go. Then in here we will add our little white. White! Ah yes! Dangerous creature! It will try and kill you! White. Giver of Sleep. There we go. And then there's this little thing, which is 18 gold. And +2 luck. And there is a resting point. There's like literally 2 resting points straight after each other, but sure. So, I think that's what's gonna happen here. Is I'm gonna write down that next time we'll start off again from 360